So 4 main points today. First of all about black market, second of all about legitimacy, third of all about will we have more drug takers, and fourth of all what do we do with the drug takers of nowadays society. And we start first of all on the black market. We've proven to you that exists for everything. It exists for cigarettes even if they are legal. It exists for alcohol even if they are legal. What we're saying is that it will be that if we have to legalize drugs, then this black market will become even more harmful. We've proven to you how they will try to find new drugs, more addictive drugs that the state doesn't know about, so they could have a step forward before the state, and cheaper drugs. And they tag exactly the desperation of the population. They tag exactly the fact that they see that the population is desperate to buy drugs. Thus, the population is more incentivized to go to the black market, where drugs, even if are more harmful, they are cheaper. Thus, we see that the black market will not actually diminish. So what we're proposing here is that at least we try to diminish it by the war on drugs, by investing more resources on that, and by making the population more active to actually not taking drugs. Second of all, about legitimacy, and we've tried to explain how exactly this endangers the population. And even if we don't punish the third party, we think today that it's not legitimate for those people to take drugs if we see the effects on drugs on today's society and on people who are not drug takers. And what we basically say here is that in the moment in which the state acknowledges that it has a problem, and the international community acknowledges that it has a problem, we believe that we shouldn't just settle for we cannot stop it, so we're not going to try, because we believe that the resources that we invest are worth it. We believe that at the end of the day, if in 10 years, in 20 years, in 50 years, we achieve a population that does not take drugs, that is not incentivized to having black market, and that is an active population, we not only protect the population that we have in the state nowadays that are not drug takers, but we also make the population better. We also increase the chances of this money to actually return. We're saying that at the point of more drug takers, what we would basically say is that even if for mature people the cost-benefit analysis is drugs are harmful, I want to take drugs, we see that for kids the analysis is drugs are harmful and I want to try drugs, but it's also, but I don't want to endanger, legally speaking, my parents, and I don't want to commit an illegality. And we're saying that for those people, we actually take away the deterrent of the illegality part. We're saying that for those people, it is really important that they have this deterrent, because as you are kids, more curious than adults are, they would want to take drugs if they wouldn't have the legal framework that would stop them, if they wouldn't have something to be afraid of. They much rather understand that the state is going to be punished, that your parents are going to be held legally responsible, than that you are going to be addicted. And we're saying that for this population, for the new generation, we stop evolving. We've brought this whole argument that in the moment in which, by peer pressure, by the fact that the drugs are more accessible, and by the fact that there is no cost-benefit and that the cost-benefit analysis is reversed right now, we see that more kids will take drugs. And we see that for that reason, we will see that we have a population that's growing to not evolving, that's a population that's not active. We were saying that we wouldn't want that in the society. On the point of drug users nowadays, we're saying that first of all, we don't care about them because they made a responsible choice of taking drugs. The conditions in which they take drugs are not in state's interest. We don't care about that, they made their own choice. Second of all, we say that even if they're maybe more prone to going to rehab, which we already told you that they are not going to trust the state that just sent the message that no, we actually don't like drugs, and all of a sudden just switch to we actually like drugs, you can take them. They're not going to trust the state. But even if they would go to rehab, what we're saying is that we're not winning, because we've seen that even if they go to rehab, there are people who take on drugs again and again, and even if that wouldn't be true, we're seeing that more people who go to rehab but more drug takers, so at the end of the day, we're not winning on any side. So for all these reasons, we beg of you to